I've been a men's dating coach now for 14 years, and I've been a man who has been very single-mindedly obsessed with improving men's results with women. I've done 30,000 approaches up to this point, and I've refined a system, one that's both effective and easy to implement. First, initially being somebody who went out a lot to go improve with women, and also secondly, I've worked for multiple different companies in the industry of helping men out with women. I've learned from many different mentors, and over a period of time, I've refined my process, my routine. A routine that is simple, repeatable, and most importantly, effective. This isn't some beginner theory or pickup lines. This is the exact day-to-day lifestyle habits that I've used to this date to consistently meet and attract high-quality women. If you're tired of overthinking approaching, running out of things to say, or letting anxiety kill your vibe, this video is gonna change that. Today, I'm breaking it all down. My daily habits that build unbreakable confidence, my pre-going out routine to put myself in the right headspace to talk to women, and my proven cold approach method, including the exact conversational flowchart that I give to my clients. Stick around to the end because the conversation flowchart has helped dozens of my clients. With that being said, let's get into it. Boy, couldn't be defeated with a shoe fetish. Spend cash at the dealer, never do credit. All right, firstly, we're gonna get to my exercises. Now, these are interchangeable. You don't necessarily have to do them all at once. I personally will use them when they are needed. So choose the ones that you think will be most valuable to you today. Firstly, extreme self-gratitude. Now, there's a lot of videos of me doing this, but basically it's talking about yourself in an extremely narcissistic, over-the-top way. Now, how does this help? Some of you guys are too humble when it comes to women, or you're afraid of stepping to the plate. Who am I to be the person to go and say hi to her? How am I the person that can hold eye contact with her? How can I be the person that's cocky funny? If you think lowly of yourself, it doesn't matter how much pickup advice you read. She's gonna sense in the energy that you are not enough. I'm a bad motherfucker. I'm sick. I'm new to the Matrix, dodging bullets in slow motion. I'm an action hero in real life. You're trying to overhype yourself up, and it is a bit of an improv exercise. However, it is meant to give you better sense of self and more confidence, because if you don't believe in yourself, she won't either. This exercise should only take you 15 seconds a day. Visualize your 2.0 version. Now, a lot of you guys are trying to change for the better, but don't have a direction. You guys don't have a future person in mind that you want to become. So this exercise is meant to help you out. So firstly, what do you want in your life? What is your ideal? What is your dream life? Now, who do you have to become to get it? Take examples from real life, look at people that have what you want, maybe sit down and do a little creative journal, find solutions to get what you want. Now, once you have it, now work to become the man that has the things that you want. Now, sometimes this exercise for me can take maybe like just a quick 4-hour sit down if I think that I already have it figured out. Other times it could take upwards of 2 to 3 months. I could be sitting down and working on it here and there, and maybe I'm just not in that place, not right now in the mood to really figure it out, or I don't have a really good idea yet. So I need some time to kind of unveil it and figure it out for myself. Now, if you haven't done one of these yet, should do it now, like literally as soon as this video is over. And from this point forward, do one every year, if not every 6 months. Now, the next one is journaling. Journaling's super huge. I love it. Journaling is your way of keeping yourself accountable every day and learning from mistakes. If you're somebody who's not currently journaling, you're probably more than likely spinning your wheels quite a bit. You don't know what to do. You feel like your life is out of whack, like you don't have any direction. The way that you get that is through using your journaling. Daily reminders, keeping track of your goals, make sure that you're hitting them. If you don't hit them, how can you come to creative solutions to hit them? Understanding human psychology, understanding yourself, and your own motivations. Journaling every day would benefit everybody. If you were to start journaling right now, you would benefit from it. The gym, honestly. The gym is super huge, and even if you're not lifting heavy weights, you should be doing cardio. If you're somebody who's not active, maybe you have a very static job, you should be jogging. You should be getting yourself fit. It's essential to your energy, to the way you feel about yourself, to the way you look. If you look at any dating coach, most of them are in shape. The next one is a $1 million mouthpiece exercise. So this one is something I used to do when I was younger, when I used to run out of things to say in conversations. And if you're somebody who has that problem, this is a great exercise for you. So when people first start, they usually have too much filters. Not saying that you shouldn't have filters in general, like you shouldn't say dumb shit. However, you probably don't know what dumb shit is yet because you have so many filters. You don't ever express yourself. So the first step in developing conversational flow and acuity is to drop the filter completely and let it all fly. Let it all fly, throw it at the wall and see what sticks. So to drop this filter, you want to do this exercise. Now, you want to speak from the top of your head and you want to say exactly what you're thinking. And when you're speaking, you want there to be no pauses. You want it to come across as if you're almost like a rapper in a rap battle. All right, so let's get into it. I'm sitting here right now trying to make sure I have a great video. The fucking video went down and now I'm over here getting mad at it. The camera keeps turning off and now I'm getting frustrated and I'm just trying to have good energy for my video. Yeah, but see, I'm fully expressing myself. I'm saying exactly what's coming out of the top of my head, dropping the filter completely, even though it might be a little bit insensitive or maybe not very good on brand, drop the filter completely and say it completely. Over a period of time of doing this exercise, the filter will be dropped. Maybe not everybody likes everything you have to say, but that's a part of learning. That's a part of learning how to have good conversational flow. Brainstorming post-conversations. Now, when it comes down to your day-to-day charisma, a lot of you guys could do better, and you guys know you could do better. So like, if I were to have a conversation today and I wanted to do this exercise, I sit down with my journal, maybe before or after, and I would ask myself, how could I have come to the conversation in an even better place? Like maybe I was already doing well, maybe I was doing bad in the conversation, doesn't fucking matter. How could I have done even better? Or how can I pull some lessons out of this for the future? Was I relaxed? Did I have good eye contact? Was I fully expressive? Did I let the other person speak? Did I engage them or did I bore them at some point in the conversation? Did I say something that might have hurt their feelings? Just sitting down and figuring out how can I become more charismatic? If you're somebody who wants to develop that charisma skill, this is a very important exercise for you to do. Meditation. Now, meditation is something that sounds so boring because everybody always mentions how important it is and how useful it is. And here's the truth, it is fucking useful. Like, I mean, everybody's saying it for a reason. It's not rocket science. If you meditate, you're gonna have less anxiety. Anxiety is a killer of attraction. Anxiety is also a killer of charisma. Now, the last one is improv. This is something I've been pushing all my clients into. Improv, very helpful. If you're somebody who's lacking in the ability to have creative conversation flow, to be funny, to be playful in conversations, you should get into improv. Maybe get into stand-up comedy. This is a muscle that you can build, but you're not gonna build it if you never hit the gym. All right, now my pre-going out routine. You wanna find a method to get you into a relaxed headspace. I used to hype myself up before going out, and this actually taught me a lot of lessons. So I learned initially with my old RC coaching company, I want to do positive affirmations. I'm going to be so fucking happy when I'm out. I'm going to laugh so hard when I'm out. I'm going to handle everything well. I'm going to talk to so many cool people, maybe some people that I just don't like, and that's okay. Hyping myself up. This is so great that I get to go out. It's a blessing that I get to go out and socialize and be myself. Hanging out with guys that make you laugh beforehand. Hang out with people that you just really click with. If you're pretty fresh at this and you haven't developed a social circle yet, that's something that you should work on. However, if you are there, having cool ass friends hang out with you right before you go out will get you in a great fucking headspace to meet the night, to go out and talk to women. If you can't get excited and you're finding yourself struggling to get that energy, then just get relaxed, meditate, play something and do something that you really enjoy, something that will put you in a good headspace before going out. Excitement obviously is the best energy to have, but if you can't reach excitement, hit for relaxed. The last thing you want to do is get yourself into a hyper anxious headspace and angry headspace. Those are the worst emotions to go out and talk to women. Now, this is something that I kind of alluded to in the beginning of this, the 3 good and the 3 bad exercise. Now, this is a visualization technique to get yourself in a headspace to react and interact with women properly. So firstly, I like to visualize 3 great interactions, 3 good interactions in my head where I had good energy and the girl loved me. So for example, hey, you're totally my fucking type. What's your name? Oh my God, my name's Sarah. Sarah, is that with an H or without an H? Now I'll do that 3 times over and then I'll do the 3 bad approaches. Hey, you're totally my fucking type. What's your name? Ew, you're ugly, get away from me. Ugly and poor, don't forget that. Makes me more attainable. Now when a girl throws you bullshit, you have a response. You're bulletproof. No matter what girls throw at you, whether it be a good interaction or a bad one, you are fully prepared, helping you out with approach anxiety. Nothing she can say to you haven't already practiced at home. At this point in your development, you want to be looking at yourself and saying, what are my sticking points? What's holding me back? What if I implemented in myself would make me better? And now from here, you're going to create a way to, or a setup so that when you go out, the nightclub is working for you. For example, I used to say a lot of filler words, and the way that I fixed it was that every time I say a filler word while I was out with my friends, they'd lace into me and punch me in the arm. And that's the way we set it up. Now, sometimes maybe I'm working on my self-amusement. I'll bring out some dumb fucking like ears or something like that, or dumb heart glasses. I'll bring stupid shit out like that when I want to work on my self-amusement. Because how can I be uptight when I'm wearing this stupid shit? Now, at the same time, even though I'm saying set goals for yourself, I don't want you to overload yourself, because if you give yourself too much exercise, too many things to work on, you're not going to work on any one thing all that well. I want you to instead take on the frat boy scientist dichotomy. When you're out, I want you to be as loose and fun and playful as possible. Now, you can add one exercise on top of that, maybe two, but don't overload your CPU. If you find yourself constantly thinking about the exercises and it's throwing off your conversational flow, you need to drop it down a little bit and focus on less things. Then when you go home, you could be a scientist, write in your journals, take so many fucking notes, think it through time and time again, spend hours on it. But when you're out, you have to be in a meditative, fun, free, happy-go-lucky energy. Now at this point, I'm gonna get into my cold approach method, the thing that I use when I am in the venue. So firstly, when I walk in the door, I look and I see, is this a busy or is it a slow venue? Now, if it's a busy venue, I'll take a more direct approach, a more direct route to talking to the girls. I will also approach a lot more and relax a lot less. Now, if the venue is small, I will relax more and do more indirect approaches. I will slowly work my way into the social circle and play more social circle game. From here, we move to the approach girl section. Now, is she attractive? No? Warm up. Just because somebody's attractive doesn't mean you don't talk to them. You can still make friends, you can still make social alliances, talk to everybody, talk to all. Now, if the answer is yes, did you get a really bad response? If the answer is yes, leave. I don't really agree with a lot of these coaches that push that you have to try to flip every interaction. I think it's a waste of time. I think if you're going to be a dating coach, it's something good to know how to do and maybe do on occasion. But for the most part, for the rest of you guys, like, why? Now, if she gives you a bad response, not a really bad one, but a bad response, are you in a good headspace or a bad headspace? If you're in a bad headspace, leave. Now, if you're in a good headspace, state versus the negativity of her reaction in personal goals. Let go of the outcome of the interaction and focus on your own fun, is essentially what I'm saying there. Let go of the outcome of it going well, because she's not receiving you well to begin with. And now the more that you try to make her like you, the less she will like you. When you're trying to control things, oftentimes you end up losing control. It's within the act of not caring about the outcome and just letting go that interactions become so much easier. Now we reach this point. Is she into you? Not sure. Then see the conversational loop. You ask a getting to know you question, and then you improv off the answer. So I'll show you guys what all the improv answers you could have are: establishing buyer-seller dynamics, self-amusement, weave frames, build state, seed logistics, get logistics, logistical bridge, bait qualification, punishment reward systems, establish leadership, working together, befriending her friends, moving it forward, move her, building yes ladder. I won't go into everything that is because it's going to take too long, but you guys can look all this stuff up online and the Google search should pop up with most of this. Now, you keep this loop going, all right? You keep this moving, you go round in circles until you think about pulling. Now, when you think about pulling, where do you take this? Risk value assessment. You're going to look at the logistics. You're going to try to feel it out. Are the logistics in your favor? How much do you like her? How much does she like you? And if the answer is yes, is it on? Does she want to go home with you? Not yet. Taking her on an impromptu date or take her home to her place. Now, if she doesn't want to go home with you, marinate and leave. Hang out with her as long as you want and then just grab her socials and talk to her later. Don't waste your time with something that's not going to work out, and set it up for a time when it's better for her, when she's feeling a little more, or maybe she just needs more time to decide if she wants to buy your product. Now, I don't have a lot of time to go through all this, so I'll just leave a screenshot here. So anybody that wants it, you can just screenshot and check it out. But this is a very good strategy that I've been using now for, I think, 5 years, and it's worked hilariously good for me. All right, guys, I hope you guys liked the video. If you guys have any questions, leave them in the comment section below. Take the exercises seriously. Choose some exercises. Find a pre-going out exercise or routine that works for you. Follow the system that I gave you. It will not lead you astray. Now, with that being said, peace.
Boy, couldn't be defeated with a shoe fetish. Spend cash at the dealer, never do credit. First with the rare rover, let the streets tell it. Only ride with the G's if you shoot steady. Got a lot going on in this cold world. Got me praying every night for my little girl and my little boy growing up too fast. Daddy hustle so I can get y'all the whole world.